Kia ora guys, welcome to my first YouTube training video where we're going to go through a shoulder and a tricep session, and I'm just going to talk you through all the tips and tricks that I'm thinking about when I'm training to give the ultimate pump. So we're going to be going to NZ Muscle in Auckland, and yeah, enjoy. Alright, so I've just arrived at the gym, and before I go in, I just like to stop for a second and just remember why I'm here. You know, I'm here to think about what I'm doing, single task focus. I'm not here to just show up, rush through it and get it done. And a lot of the time I think people train and they do their reps quickly because they're there to just get it done. But it's an art form. It's like any sport, you know, you have to really think about the technique in which you're performing the reps. So we're going to go in there, put all those techniques in place. I'm going to smash it. I'm going to get a mean pump, going to connect with the muscle. I'm super amped. Let's get it. Kia ora whanau. So rainy day here in Auckland today, so it was actually pretty nice to get indoors and get it done. Repping that Imperium jersey, the over shoulder, so good, fits so nice. So always like to warm up with just the bar, get that muscle activation sorted, get that movement pattern, and also start with a compound lift. The full body, you need more energy to exert into it. Always warming up with just the bar, getting that movement pattern sorted, getting those muscles activated, and just getting a feel for that setup posture. When you do perform military press, it does pay to clench your butt cheeks, and here I like to go just past shoulder width, open up that shoulder joint, just feels a bit better, and then again tucking those elbows in to really engage those lats, engage those shoulder stabilizers, your rotator cuff, core tight, butt clenched, ready for action. But yeah, compound movement first before going into your isolation exercises, just because it does require a lot more energy and you want all that energy to get the most out of that workout first. I generally stick between 15 to 8 reps, increasing the weight as the reps come down, but every 4 weeks I do like to do just a 3 rep max at the very end. So here I'm just doing 60 kilos. You can see my butt shaking as it's all clenched up, keeping me nice and stable, shoulder width feet. So following this, we go into rear delts. Now first, because it's a rear delt, they can be hard to activate. So I press into the muscle and go through the movement just to feel that muscle contracting. Now I generally like to do rear delts before I do any other isolation exercises because it's just nice to activate that posterior chain, get that rear stability just to help with that joint movement in your other exercises. So with lateral raises, the main thing that you want to think about is as the weight comes up, you're setting your shoulder blades down. You're really focusing on those lower traps, holding your shoulder blades stable against your back. You're tucking your elbows to really get that serratus and lats engaged as well. Keeping the elbow in line with your wrists, and the elbows are just slightly forward from your body. Next, moving into prayer press. Now this was my last set, so I am moving a bit faster than I would have hoped for. But again, butt clenched, keeping that lower back neutral, core tight, shoulders down, and I'm driving with my elbow first to try and get that serratus and all those stabilizers working. But again, this is obviously a front delt exercise, and then we're going to move into the 2 hands. Again, keep that core tight. This can be real harmful for your lower back if you do not clench your bum and your core. You might get some lower back pain. Moving on to triceps, the big dogs, get some. So I like to hinge from the hips, and the reason being is because that way you've got more range of motion. You're not pulling down and smacking your legs. You're actually able to have that free range of motion. My shoulders are set back, they're not curling forward at the bottom of the range. And then always superset with the overhead extension. This way you just get an insane burn, keeping those elbows tucked in the entire time, don't let them flare out, and just grind through. So coming into dips, probably should do these first as they do take a lot more effort and energy. But here I'm keeping my core tight. You'll notice my lower back's fairly straight, the torso's kept quite stable. Shoulders are down away from my ears, and I'm just isolating that movement at my elbows. Progressive overload, chuck these chains on, you feel like Thor, you feel like an absolute beast, you look great doing it. Yeah, it's just a really good way. I think the chains weigh 10 kilos each. and just bust it out, just push through it, eh? Yeah, there's not much else to say about dips. You just gotta grind it out, mate. And look great doing it. Okay, this is hands down my favorite tricep exercise. Bent over kickbacks. Now they're super strict in how you do them, so you notice that my back is dead straight. I'm trying my best to keep my shoulders back and held in a set position, and my elbows are in line with my shoulder, and the movement of my elbow is a direct 90-degree angle from straight down to straight out, tensing that tricep. This is the pump that I had afterwards. I tell you what, I felt great in that lighting. Yeah, I was just pretty stoked overall. Pretty happy with where I am at the moment. Been following the Imperium plan for a while now, and it's just going along great. Got a nice little horseshoe there. Obviously always room for improvement, but the main thing is that I used to always be injured. Now pain-free, baby. So it's good. So there you have it. If you want to keep watching more of these videos, obviously subscribe, like, chuck a comment down. It all helps so much. And if you do want to jump on the Imperium Training program or learn more about it, either chuck me a DM or I'll leave the link in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something from this. It's all about what you're focusing on within the techniques of each exercise. And yeah, mad love.